we're back at the Korda offices to answer some more of your Facebook questions and your Twitter questions. First question from Glenn. Do you wear pants on the outside or do you rub a genie bottle? Neither of the above, unfortunately. James Ryder, what is your most memorable moment since you started angling for carp? I don't know, all sorts of catches spring to mind and milestones that you reach. Obviously my first 30 when I was 17 years old, I remember that very vividly, and catching my first 40 from Yateley, which was chunky, that was quite a special moment for me. And obviously catching fish like two-tone, but just to pick one, probably would have to be the chunky capture at Yateley, mainly because Terry Herm's fishing in the next swim, obviously that angling god, and someone who I really aspired to back then. So yeah, that was probably the most memorable moment for me. Ian Mullin Wizard, Wizard of Oz music, or Wizard of Oz music, or The Sound of Music. I'm not sure about either of them, so I'll leave that. Would you do a session down linear with me just for a little social? I could do, but you'd have to phone John and book me, because if Korda thought I was moonlighting, I'd probably be out of a job. Slap bang in the middle, Steve Marsh, slap bang in the middle of a bait spot, or just off it, and if so, front side of, or back. It all depends on the spot and what's in the surrounding water. So if you're fishing up against a weed bed on a hump and you thought the fish were patrolling down the back edge, obviously be on the back. So there is no real answer to that. You have to work that out on any given day and decide for yourself where you think the fish are feeding, and make an educated guess as to what you're going to do next. So there is no answer I can give you to that other than make the decision based on what you see. Biggest pet hate about modern day carp angling and anglers? Well, it'd just be that the best waters with the best carping are getting busier and busier. Obviously the hardest thing in carp fishing these days is the location. You know, all our technical aspects are there for us in magazines, we can all learn this, but obviously getting on the fish is something that we can't just read in a book. You know, we have to go and do on the day, and if there's people in the way, then yeah, that's my biggest gripe, because I don't like to sit there and spectate while other people are fishing for fish. I like to fish for them myself, so that would be my biggest hate. Matt Pollitt says, Sally Webster or Gail Platt? It'd have to be Sally, because Gail's got a hairy top lip. Luke Cowley, your favourite coated hook link and why? It'd have to be the N-Trap Soft, personally. I've got to remember when it first came out, I wasn't really a fan of it. I thought it was a neither here nor there product, a bit sort of too close to a stiff braid, because it obviously doesn't have a lot of stiffness in it. But the more I've used it, the more I like it, and it tends to be the hook link that I use for 90% of my fishing these days, for pop-ups, bottom baits, for generally for all of it. So yeah, £15 gravel N-Trap, that's my favourite, and I tend to use that a lot these days. Next, who's next? Go down a page. No, that's it. That's all the questions we have today. So if you've got any more questions, go to the Korda Facebook page or the Twitter page and send them in. I'll answer them as soon as possible. Cheers.